have to have a theater. What do you put on?
Caesarea is a port city that Herod the Great built and dedicated to Caesar Augustus more than 2,000 years ago.
And there will be music in the center.
And if the Romans could see what my kids were doing in their amphitheater, they'd probably have killed even more Jews.
You heard the man say.
Center of the palace, okay? We then will go to his private lodgings in the palace, which is going to be his swimming pool and his private quarters around the swimming pool. Over here, what Henry is standing on is a very important artifact over here that was discovered, and it has the name of a man by the name of Pontius Pilatus. Pontius Pilatus is the guy that is responsible for the execution of Jesus. Every quarter is going to be 1,000 years. We are living in the modern age, okay? This is us over here. 1,000 years ago, let's begin with the beginning. 4,000 years ago, okay? 4,000 years ago came here a man by the name of Abraham. Remember the story of Abraham? Binding of Isaac? Remember all of that? The promised land? That's Abraham. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, all of that story is going to be right over here. Then 3,000 years ago, after we were in Egypt, King David comes along and he conquers this country and he forms over here a kingdom for the Jewish people. The first temple is built by his son King Solomon, and that will last up until it will be destroyed by the Persians, by the Babylonians, rebuilt during the Persian period, the Greek period, and finally we will come to the Roman period, 2,000 years ago, and that is when the theater was built and Herod was here and Metzadah and Jerusalem's temple. Then after the Romans, they will destroy very sadly the temple in Jerusalem. So we can say that one ear, or that one lobe over here is building the temple, and one lobe over here is going to be the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem. And then we will go into diaspora, and 1,000 years later, Christianity will develop in the meantime, Islam will develop in the meantime, and then 1,000 years ago, the Crusades will come here to conquer this land back from the Muslims. I know, you're tired, huh? Okay, but you're a good ballerina. We can help you up.
It's a long history.
Okay, so the Crusaders will conquer this land from the Muslims, and then finally we'll have Muslims again, the British Mandate, and then the State of Israel. You can put your arms down.
We drove 23 kilometers to the Ein Sabarin Springs and explored a network of canals, tunnels, and clay pipes that fed into the aqueduct to provide Caesarea with water.
Good.
Yes.
On the way to Haifa, we had lunch with the Druze family. They told us about their ancient religion, and Rachel shared her cheerleading moves. They asked not to be photographed. We then made our way to Haifa. That night, Henry decided he wasn't going to brush his teeth anymore.
I'll brush my teeth if you give me miserable.
I will.
He finally agreed in exchange for the release of his stuffed animal, Mr. Bluffley.
Israel, it is.
The Middle East was getting to us.